Hello, welcome back. The topic today we are going to discuss is about lactose intolerance. Probably you have heard of some people saying, I stopped taking milk, and milk products. My doctors told not to take milk, you know. These are the people who come under the category called lactose intolerance. Um, it is nothing but lactose is nothing but a sugar. It's which is available more in the milk. That's why it's called milk sugar. This milk sugar is usually digested by an enzyme called lactase, which is secreted in the small intestine. So when the milk goes, the lactose is digested by the lactase in the small intestine into glucose and galactase, which is absorbed by the small intestine, and nothing goes to the large intestine. But when there is a deficiency of the enzyme lactase, the lactose is not digested well. So the lactose goes into the large intestine undigested, causing the symptoms. Usually, we all know the large colon. The colon is almost 100 centimeter long, a tube kind of thing, which can accommodate, which can expand. Suppose the undigested lactose goes there, it produces gas, and this intestine distenders, causing uneasiness, or maybe a bloated feel, sometimes nausea or vomiting, even sometimes gas colic kind of colicky pain, even diarrhea. So these are the signs and symptoms of lactose intolerance. Some people will have a distant abdomen, causing breathing difficulty, or even as uneasiness. In the working place, they feel uneasy, or even the morning when they put the dress, they will be comfortable. By the end of afternoon or evening, that dress becomes very tight. So these are the symptoms of lactose intolerance. Okay. Usually the lactose intolerance is divided into three categories, like primary, secondary, and congenital. The primary is the category where there is no known causes for the lactase deficiency. People will be very normal. There is no obvious reason to say this is the cause for the lactase deficiency. Like generally children, as a newborn, they are dependent purely on milk as the sole source of food. So when they are born, the intestine is not that matured enough to produce lactase. So these are the people without no reason, even normal a child can have some kind of lactase deficiency, and it can cause a little bit of lactose intolerance. The same way, as we get older, the milk product intake would have come very low. So the cells which are produce the lactase enzymes, they go for deficiency, causing lactase intolerance, especially 40-45 years. This is very common. So no cause, but there is a deficiency of lactase, comes in the primary category. The secondary one is the one where there is a known reason, like simple. Suppose for some reason they have undergone a surgery for in the small intestine, and a good chunk of small intestine is removed. So definitely lactase deficiency can happen, or a severe small intestinal bacterial infection, or inflammatory bowel disease like Crohn's. These are the reasons which can cause a lactase deficiency. These known causes, this is called secondary lactase deficiency category. The other one is congenital. Congenital, children born with deficiency, completely there will not be any secretion of lactase. Their cells are deficient from the right from the child birth itself. And there are category people, children born in as a preterm, they also have a deficiency of this kind of enzymes, but they don't come under congenital, but that is because of lack of maturity. But children born with complete loss of lactase deficiency come under the congenital category. Okay, how to diagnose this lactase deficiency or lactose intolerance? Usually it's with a physician with a clinical history, detailed history, clinical examination, then you will be ruling out other causes, like you may be doing endoscopy, colonoscopy, scan, abdomen scan. So he will rule out certain things. Then he may come to a conclusion. Probably it could be because of lactase deficiency or lactose intolerance, and he may ask for some blood tests. There is no a major blood test, but there is something called lactose intolerance blood test, where lactose rich food is given, and after some time when blood sample is taken, usually the sugar has to rise. If it's not rising, probably it could be because of lactose intolerance. The same way, hydrogen breath test, same way, they give lactose rich food, and after that, after some time, the breath is analyzed for hydrogen. If the hydrogen level is high, it could be because of lactose intolerance. Okay, what is the treatment? So treatment, since it's only a deficiency which may be it may not be life endangering, but it can be really disturbing. See, first congenital lactose intolerance, where there is no lactase at all, probably we can supplement with the lactase enzymes, or since the child is the newborn is purely depend on the mother's milk, probably or milk products, probably we may have to go for a lactose free commercially available milk products, or little grown children, maybe we can add lactase enzymes. This is how we can manage these people. Once they're grown up, probably better to we always say avoid milk and milk products. That is the best and simplest way to treat a lactose intolerance. Probably we can go for, again, they can also, there are lactose free commercial milks are available that they can use, or soya milk they can use. Even children, they can be given soya milk, or sometimes they can also be given enzymes, supplements. Those people, sometimes they'll say, okay, suppose I have to avoid, how will I get calcium? So calcium is available in other foods, so they can, the nuts, simple as nuts, they can switch over to, instead of getting calcium from the milk, depending, they can go for the other products. And if there is a known reasons, like suppose there is a bacterial, too much of bacterial growth in the small intestine, and we have to treat that. The same way, Crohn's disease, you treat that, probably the lactose intolerance can be cured, will be treated. And the other thing is, probably we can increase the good bacteria level. There is always the balance between good and bad bacteria in the gut. So the probiotics can help to an extent, if not completely, to an extent they can help. So these good bacteria, they can digest the lactose, especially that reaches the large intestine. So these are the treatment options available. So lactose intolerance is nothing but a deficiency of the enzyme called lactase, which causes the milk sugar, the lactose, is kind of malabsorption or indigestion, you can say, which may not be life endangering, but it could be disturbing. That can be easily managed with diet, lifestyle changes, or food, alternate foods, and maybe some kind of exercise. All this can help to reduce they can alleviate the signs and symptoms. So lactose intolerance, usually it's not a fancy diagnosis. Most of the people think it's a fancy diagnosis. No, it's very common, especially in Asians. It's very common and easily treatable. Thank you.